Anybody who's good at Clash of Clans knows how to queen charge. They know that it's a very important skill to know, and that can help them out tremendously. The queen charge is responsible for countless stacks, the queen charge Lalo, the queen charge hybrid, and so many more. So if you don't know how to queen charge, in this video you're going to learn exactly how to queen charge from the beginner stuff to the advanced stuff. Let's get into it. So guys, as I said before, we are going to start from the beginner stuff and pretty much what is a queen charge. So queen charge is just getting your queen inside the base. That's all it is. It's simple. It's not the same as a queen walk. A queen walk, you walk the queen outside the base. So she's going to walk outside the base on a queen walk. But a queen charge, the queen is going to start like somewhere and she's going to charge inside the base. And the point of this is to get certain defenses. For example, with a queen charge Lalo, you'd want to get like the clan castle, the enemy queen, and something of value. And another really important reason for pathing, perhaps even more important, is to create really good pathing. Whereas the queen walk, it's a bit different, she gets out important stuff either way, but it's just more for funneling. So anyways, let's get into how to do it. So first of all, you just have to start off by funneling your queen, and this can be done with pretty much any troop. So my favorite troop to do it with is a baby dragon. And so as you can see, I just put down one baby dragon on each side of the queen. I'm funneling into right here on the base into this flat surface. Queen charging into flat surfaces is significantly easier than into pointy surfaces. It's still possible. I never said it's impossible, but it's significantly easier. So as you can see here, one baby dragon right here and one baby dragon right here. And what that's going to do is it's going to take off buildings on both sides. So that way the queen will go down the buildings in the middle side and kind of go forwards. So you're controlling where you want the queen to go. And just like this, I put down one baby dragon on the left side of the queen, one on the right side of the queen, and then I put down the queen. And before I put down the healers, I put down a couple or just one balloon. And this is called a cocoa balloon. I don't know why it's called that. It's honestly a very silly name. I'm thinking of coconuts. Why am I thinking? Anyways, and then after you put that cocoa balloon down, you're going to put down your healers. You're going to either put down 4 or 5. I'll get into why you should use your 4 or 5 later. And this cocoa balloon, it's going to essentially test for, air traps. So things like black air mines, red air mines, I think they're just called air mines. And it's better that the balloon take it than the healers, because the balloon is only worth 5 space and the healers are worth 14 space. And in this case, I don't think the balloon got anything, but that's fine. And then we send our wall breakers. Usually just send in a test wall breaker just in case there's some bombs. You can also use a jump spell if that fails. And just like this, the compartment right there is open. And now notice what the queen does. She's gonna go down into this compartment to the base. She actually goes to the 3 closest things next to her. So in this case, the closest things are this mortar, this cannon, and this air defense. And so, because this cannon is easier for her to get than the air defense, she's going to keep on walking this way. So now you might be thinking, this looks like a queen walk. But no, the queen, even though she does go here, I brought a jump spell just in case. And now, this jump spell changed everything. Because right when she destroyed this mortar, now her closest things are this cannon, this elixir pump, and this archer tower. This air defense becomes out of the question, but when I put down the jump spell, everything changed. Now it's the cannon that's close to her, the expo, and the air defense. So now my queen can just go inside the base, and that's sure. But I also, just in case, put down a baby dragon just to help funnel, which, 5 seconds before death, not even. Let's watch it die. We're evil. And then I just sent down another cocoa balloon. Now, why am I using rage spells on my queen? So now that you get how to get your queen inside the base, why am I using a rage spell on the queen and not like a heal spell, for example? Well, the rage, it's actually, we're going to be putting it on the healers. We're putting it right here so it gets the queen as well, but we're putting it more specifically on the healers. And that way the healers are going to heal the queen much more. And so now the jump spell is going to let our queen go inside the base, and our drop is much easier now. And so now, because there's a rage spell on the healers, our queen is going to be healed much more. And now my queen can just charge inside the base. And from this point on, I'm just occasionally putting down a rage spell when there's a lot of things targeting my queen, and my queen just, has to stay alive a bit longer. Let's go to ×4, let my queen do a bit of, stuff. And the same pattern continues. What are the 3 closest buildings next to her? So it's the town hall, the queen altar, and the clan castle. She's going to go to those decks, the closest thing to her. So she's going to take down that town hall, right? Let's go to ×2. Then she's going to take down that altar, then the clan castle. Now what's the closest thing to her? Is the air defense. she's going to go ahead, take down the air defense, or not the air defense, eagle artillery I meant, and just like so, I took down 32% of the base, and that's a successful queen charge. And now I can send in the rest of my army. For example, if I was doing a hybrid right now, I would have been able to destroy this base by sending the hybrid in around just like that. And that's how you do a queen charge. But that's the beginner stuff. Let's get into some more advanced stuff. So, what level should your queen be? And this is a complicated question that cannot be answered with one answer. Because did you know that different town halls have, different bases, that kind of stuff. So if you're, for example, a town hall 9, either way, even if you have a max level queen, you're probably going to have a hard time attacking that max level town hall 14, regardless of what level your queen is. The best thing that you should do is to max out your queen as fast as you can, and just thing is, if your queen is lower level, the health portion of the queen, that's going to be fine, You'll be able to use rages, help the heals, kill your queen, and that's not going to be the worst of your problem. The hardest part of having a low level queen, in my opinion, when you're doing a queen charge, is the time factor, because a queen charge is very time consuming, and when you're become more advanced with attacking, and you want to do like hybrids and those kinds of attacks, one of the most important things that you have to look out for is time. You want to make sure not to spend 10 hours taking out one building, and that's exactly what a level 1 queen does against a max town hall 14 base. And I know you're not gonna attack a max town hall 14 base if you have level 1 queen, but point is, the higher level your queen is, the easier it's gonna be. But even if your queen is low level, that doesn't mean it's impossible to do a queen charge, but it's significantly harder, not because you're gonna have a hard time keeping your queen alive, because that's just easy, but because it's gonna take down a lot of your time. So for example, if you're doing a Lavalin attack where you have a lot of cleanup and it's a fairly fast attack, then you don't need necessarily very high level queen. But if you're doing a hybrid, which is a very long attack, and many people always time fail with that attack, going at that base with a low level queen is going to be very hard. It's like a Town Hall 11 trying to do a Grand Warden walk. It's still possible, but why? And it's very hard and time consuming. So point is, it's very dependent on what attack you use and what level your queen is and who you're attacking, and that's what it depends on. That's why I can't answer. It can't be like Town Hall 9 you need a level 20 queen. Yes, that's a decent guide, but for certain attacks a level queen won't be enough, and for certain attacks a level 20 queen will be more than enough. But now that we've got that out of the way, you should use 4 or 5 healers. And when you're queen charging, most of the time you want to use 5, even if you're at Town Hall 9. When you're queen walking, most people use 4. When you're queen charging, most people use 5. But that's not exactly how you kind of do it. Me, I pretty much always use 5. And essentially the rule of thumb is, the deeper you go with your queen, you're going to use 5 healers. If you're not going to go too deep, you just want to take down a couple things, you're going to use 4. And that's why most people, when they're queen walking, they just want to take down a couple things, they use 4. But when you're doing a queen charge, it's a really big portion of the attack. You're taking down a big chunk of the base, and that's why with a queen charge, you would typically use 5. But if you're very confident in your abilities, you brought some nice Coco Loons, then it is still very possible to use 4. Anyways, enough talking about how many healers you get. I think you get the point. Let's talk about the queen's range, because that's very important. You can't just send in your queen and hope she does what you want her to do. So we're going to go into that replay that we just saw. And same thing here. The queen, the way that I like to look at it is, for example, here's a wall, and you see these tiles. If it's 4 tiles away, she can't get it. But if it's 3, she can. And that includes the wall I'm talking about right here. So, for example, I want to give you guys the example of this Eagle Artillery right here. She's going to take that down in a couple seconds. We're going to take that down to ×1. Now, look at the Eagle Artillery. There's 1, 2, 3 tiles in between the wall where the queen is standing and the Eagle Artillery. If there was 4 tiles, then the queen wouldn't be able to get it. That's because she has a range of about 5 tiles. And so, if this wall wasn't here, and she was standing a wall closer, she could get everything here. But point is, the way to calculate if your queen can or can't get something, you have to look at the tiles. So here's the wall where the queen is standing, right there. You see that wall? Closest to the queen. I'm tapping it right now. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Then here's the Eagle Artillery. Tapping, tapping, tapping. And then you see how there's 1, 2, 3 tiles in between where that wall is and that Eagle Artillery is. That is the max range that the queen can hit. Any more than that, one tile more than that, and your queen won't be able to take down that eagle artillery, or whatever defense it is. Let's look at something else. So this, what's it called? Archer tower. Why did I forget that? Don't hate me. Anyways, the queen will be right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles. She can't get that. And if you guys are confused by what I mean by 5 tiles, let me just screenshot that so you guys can kind of, closer see. So look, 1 tile, 2 tiles, 3 tiles, 4 tiles, and 5 tiles. And it takes 5 tiles for the queen to be able to hit that archer tower. But here the queen is 1, 2, 3 tile in between this air defense and this wall. And so that way the queen can get it. Congratulations, you watched this video until the end. But you can't just go and start queen charging in war attacks now. Now, this is very important. The video's not over. You have to practice. And what's the best way to practice? Use an army like this. The queen charge mass baby dragon. We are going to take down one baby dragon away so that we can get our queen inside. Use an attack strategy just like this to practice. This strategy is perfectly designed to queen charge. It's very necessary. It's a two-star attack strategy. You do it against higher town hall levels. This attack strategy, you want to use it and you want to queen charge with it. You just want to practice and practice and practice and practice and practice and pretend my videos on a loop and practice and practice and practice until you become really consistent. And after that, you can start using it in war. You can start actually using it in war. And then you will flex to everybody in your clan that they suck and you're the best player in the world. And then you're gonna go up, you're gonna play professionally, and then when you're like getting an interview, you're gonna be like, it was all thanks to this guy. Please do that, okay? If you're ever in that position, please do that. Anyways, that is the end of the video. I truly do hope you enjoyed. And if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, because I upload Clash of Clans content every single day at 2 p.m. Thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. Oh, and also don't forget, leave a comment. It helps me out a lot.